Here we go with the box 3 and 4, box 3 and 4, box 3 and 4. Yes, it's true, we lost some footage last week, but we'll make it up for you with some nice clips from the tanks. These are royal blue dwarf crownies, looking good and ready for you to take them on home. Great for your community tank. Next up, we have chili rasboras. Chili rasboras, of course, are the quintessential nanofish. Got to pick those guys up for your little planted tank. After that, we're going to look at some plecos. These are the L129 Colombian zebra pleco, inexpensive, nicer pleco, about 20 bucks. So any kind of pleco under 20 bucks is a great deal. These guys here are marble hoplo cats, again 5-6 inches on these guys, but pretty mellow for how big they get. They like to be in a group. This is another pleco. These are longfin green dragon bushy nose plecos. Pretty cool little dudes, a decent size on them. A wonderful take for a type of bushy nose pleco. This guy right here, it's hiding so I can't see him behind my bar. Oh, there he is. This is an orange seam pleco, another pleco. Orange seam plecos are another of your inexpensive plecos, super good algae eating inexpensive pleco. The guys behind me now are reticulated hillstream loaches. Reticulated hillstream loaches are super popular. And next are head and taillight tetras. I haven't had these guys in quite a while. Head and taillight tetras, of course, are on the tetra special. Buy 4 or more, get 25% off. The head and taillights get a little bit bigger. These here are rummy nose tetras. Probably guessed that. Rummy nose are again on the tetra special. Very, very popular. We get lots of these guys in. We'll always have those for you. This is a Duskiotis or a 6 fasciatus, Duskiotis 6 fasciatus, larger charson in the tetra family. You do them one at a time or in a big group, otherwise you can have trouble with them. They do get quite large. These guys here are celestial pearl daniels, another quintessential nano fish. Always have to have a good stock of these guys. Look like a little baby trout. Next up is, looks like some snails. No, not snails, clown plecos. We have a whole bunch of little baby clown plecos. You get about 3-inch, great for your community tank. Behind them we have Paleatus cories, an inexpensive cory that like cooler water. Here we go with the box 3 and 4. Let's see what we got here. Start with a big box of bettas. Last week we did emergency video on bettas, and that was kind of fun. I hope a lot of you guys enjoyed that. We'll do that again because we sold like half the bettas we had before we even released the week's video. Next thing up is cardinals. These came out of Colombia and they're tiny, but they're cardinals. Very nice looking, good color for as small as they are, and still in the bag, so ought to have great color on those cardinals. Here's another one of those L129s. There's like 3 of them in here. We won't take any time with them. Got some more discus this week. These are blue turquoise discus. Are they blue turquoise? Yeah, blue, not the red. Super nice little fish. I like having my discus in at least 6 in a group, and they only sent us 3 last week, so I had to get more. Bummer. Balzini is another South American cichlid. These are a Gymnogeophagus. If you watched last week, you saw how I said the gymnos do better with their color and overall if they get a cooling period in the winter. Not really hard to do. Those guys get a kind of a win on them like Oranda, when the males do. It's super cool. Here's another one of those blue turquoise discus. Looking pretty cool. Nice size on those. I called them 2 inches, or at least that. Our Oscars. We sold all our Oscars last week, so I brought in more. I'm hesitant to do so because they take a lot of room and we get a lot of calls for people that need to get rid of their giant Oscar, but we get so much call for them, we bring them in. That's another little discus, so another cichlid for you. And then another L129, so another duplicate. And panda cories. Nice little batch of panda cories. Love having those guys on hand. Almost always have them. Great little community cory cat. course, as you know, I love my quartz. Next box up, we'll have probably another castle of bettas if I know, not this box, different box. Let's see, this is an L15. That's funny because I don't think I remember ordering an L15. I wonder what I got instead of what I ordered. That's a really nice little tiger type pleco, the L15. I'm wondering what should I write something down? L128 medium, that's a blue phantom. Blue phantoms, I got a couple different blue phantoms supposed to be in here. I should have some little blue phantoms and some bigger blue phantoms. I didn't check my invoice. Here's what I was afraid the 15 was. This is an L18 or 81. That's a gold nugget, small gold nugget. Super cool pleco, one of my favorites. Somebody's asking me if I was getting any, as it turns out. There it is. Gold grommies, I don't always stock these. They get quite large, but in a larger community tank, your big grommies can be a lot of fun. They're very pretty. Several different color morphs of the same species, and that is one of them. Farlowellas. We've been selling Farlowellas like crazy. One of my favorite suckermouth catfishes. Some people don't like the look. I do. Twig cats are super great algae eaters, and they look really neat. Let's see, Cory Sturby. Sold out of Cory Sturbies when I wasn't looking this week. Can't have that. They're your warm water Cory. They have the nice peach orange fins on them. Get about 2 inches. Nice, beautiful Cory for your discus tank. Sid monkeys. These are your dwarf chain loaches. Love my dwarf chain loaches. They're a really fun little loach. Easy going for the most part. Community loach, but they are great snail patrol. Don't put them with your mystery snails, but they will take out any other type of snails, even the trumpets. This is Bleeding Heart Tetra. I think I forgot to mention our Tetra special. We do always have our Tetra special. Buy 4 or more, get 25% off the entire order of that kind of Tetra. I encourage you to get nice big groups of Tetras. Here's the small 128s. And when they said small, they weren't kidding. These are tiny. 128s are your blue phantom pleco. Remember, they get about 7 to 8 inches on those. Good size pleco. But those guys are tiny. Last thing in this box, forgot I ordered these guys too. These are Scleromastics barbatus. Babies, tank raised baby Scleromastics. They're the larger Cory type. They're in the same family as those. So they're actually a tiny bit aggressive, and they get about 4 inches. Super, super cool, unusual Cory. And that's it for these 2 boxes. Alrighty, 2 more boxes for this group. This part of this order, that is. We got another little order showing up tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, we're needing these awful bad. We got 50 autos last week, sold out of them before the weekend. We got 50 more autos today. Hopefully we'll have enough to get through the weekend this time. If not, we'll get more next week. They're in stock regular again. Okay, so this is Nanolutea, which is a type of Acara. It's another South American cichlid. That's one of the hold on, I'm going to have to look at the invoice. Alrighty, I had to stop and look at these twice because I have a couple guys I don't get that often on this order, actually several. These are Nanolutea, or the yellow convict. We don't carry a lot in convicts around here, though we have some of the regular convicts in right now. These guys are tiny right now. They get a bright canary yellow to them. Super, super cool little fish. Kind of surprised they're not more popular than they are because they're so pretty. Okay, so these are the marble sailfin plecos, the babies. We've got some decent sized albinos over there too. These are the marble version. I think I still got a couple spotteds around. Inexpensive, about a foot. Decent algae eating pleco if you got a big enough tank for them. Diamond head neons are something I don't always carry. I haven't had for a little while, but super cool. Won't look like much in the bag, but when they get colored up, they got an extra shiny spot right on the top of their head. That's why they call them a diamond head, which is kind of fun. Like nature's glowfish. They're on the Tetra special as well. Here is another bag of glass cats, a restock. We've been selling lots of glass cats. Super fun fish. You can see right through them. I always wondered if you could see what they're eating. You can't though, because that part's all blocked off and shiny. These are a mono shrimp. Of course, that's a restock. We're getting mono shrimp all the time because we must always have a mono shrimp to clean up your nano tanks and planted tanks. Mystery snails, been selling lots and lots of mystery snails this month, so we're buying lots and lots of mystery snails in lots of colors. Super cool and great for your community tank. Speaking of which, got another batch of these guys. Haven't had those that many times. These are called a silver coolie loach. They're super long and snake-like, super interesting, cool in the pangle or coolie loach group. Dump that right there and we'll go again. All right, this has got to have the rest of our bettas in it. We're all champing to see what's in the bag, but we'll do a whole nother video about these. So we're just going to give you the barest look of some of these incredible, oh my gosh. All right, I'm not going to look at these. Go away. And here we go with more cichlids. These are what I thought I had before. These are the late Nicaras. They're a type of dwarf acara. Super cool. Arguinensis. We'll get that written out so you can get an idea what I'm trying to say. And late Nicaras are the smaller, 3 to 5 inch acaras. Super cool. Green neons on the Tetra Special. These, of course, the ones with the blue from the eyeball to the tail. Green neons are obvious great choice for any of your community tanks. Nice and bright. And another Tetra I haven't had in for a while. These are the Flame Tetras. And they're cool. There's an orange version of these. When I find them, I'll bring those in again too. Similar to the head and tail lights, they're a little bit bigger Tetra. Black neons, the same group. And another pencil. This is a Beckford's pencil. We sold a lot of these last winter. Showed up on the list for the first time in a couple months, so we brought in some more Beckford's pencils. Super cool colors on those guys. A lot of red within on the males. Oh, these are so cool. Spotted Splash Tetra. A little bit sensitive. Hard to get. Super cool little Splash Tetra. Got the spots. I've got one of these in my display tank that came in with green neons about a year ago. I love that fish. Kind of a community fish. They're just a tiny bit aggressive, kind of like the pencils. And the last thing in this box is albino Oscars. Been having call for albino Oscars, so we got albino Oscars. And that's it for this part of this order. All right, another half of the order here. Actually, much less than half. Just a few things here. Let's pull apart, see what we got. Mostly feeders, fish. Imagine fish on a fish order. First thing out of this box is ice. Wow, didn't expect that. Second thing is ghost shrimp. I think I ordered 100. Looks like I got about 10. That's interesting. Okay. Maybe I missed a 0. There's black worms. 1 pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds of black worms. And another bag of shrimp. That looks like my ghost shrimp. Is that my mono shrimp maybe? It sure looks like ghost shrimp. I'm going to go with, they bagged an extra bag of ghost shrimp. Can't imagine why. Who knows, maybe I hit the wrong line when I was in the order. Seems to be going around this week. Alright, next thing in here we should have something other than just feeders. Got a couple plants, expect them. A little bit of pondfish. We're having a pondfish snafu here. But got something anyway that should be on this order. First thing I'm going to grab out is a plant bag. They asked me how many plants were in that bunch. These are the extra large swords. Got 6 of them there. Nice big swords plants for you. Let's see what else we got. Oh, this is some dwarf sage and another type. Let's see how much they sent. Hey Mike, you want to be a guest star today?
No.
Oh, come on, pop on in.
Does she have to, she's been vaccinated. Does she have to wear a mask anymore?
That's entirely up to her.
Okay.
There's some nice bunches of Sagittarius supple for you. got for plants. Got a whole bunch of feeder guppies here. There's 100, much better than last week's feeder guppies. Here's special order. Here's some for us. Another batch of living guppies. We like that. Another batch of living guppies. Here's the pond fish I promised you. These are banded sharks. Got a half a dozen little banded sharks in. Sold out last week. That's really the only thing we have safe in pond fish this week. Next week we should have something better for you. By the time this video airs, actually, we should have pond fish figured out and have something for you to choose from. Nearite snails. This week we got some red spots. Love our nearite snails. Go through a ton of them. Also expecting some other snails. Let's see what we got here. This should be zebras. Or trapdoors. These are the Japanese trapdoors. It's a nice blue turquoise color on that shell. Super cool little snail. I got another one in here. But could be wrong. Aha, there they are. They're hiding in the corner. This looks like, oops, somebody didn't make the trip. These are the zebras. I can always tell, even before I open the bag, somebody didn't make the trip on those. Here we have some fish. No, these are shrimp. Blue bolt shrimp. Nice big ones, a couple of them. Blue bolts are so cool. Nice caradinia shrimp. Love them. And on the other end of things, I've got fruity pebbles. These are your glowfish. A little bit of trouble keeping these guys healthy, but these guys look really good coming in, so hopefully they'll hold up for us. And more shrimp. We have a mono shrimp. A bit of variability on size there, but mostly nice big mono shrimp. And looks like I got some more fruity pebbles. That's Danios. Oh, those are really big. Mixed colored glow Danios. And that's it for this box and this order.